What is up, people, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm on GTA Online and I'm going to be showing you my rare car collection. I did have some of these cars from back in the day, but I haven't played GTA Online in a long time, and when I seen there was a 60 car garage, I thought that I'd finish it off and get them all grouped together and make them look nice. Just show you each one. If you want any help finding any of these cars, please let me know. My gamer tag is at the end of this video. So yeah, let's just jump straight into it. So the first thing we're going to need to do is have a C and get on this laptop, and the website we're going to go to, I believe, is Dynasty 8 Executive, and that's where we'll find this 60 car garage. Let's enter site. Just going to renovate Maze Bank West. That's the CEO office I have already. We're going to buy from a bit over 1 million. I remember at some point thinking that 1 million was going to get me all 60 slots, but not to be. Showing the different lighting and signage there, but I won't be messing with any of that because I'm spending enough as is. So 2 million for 40. 3 cars going to cost us 2.7 million, and of course we're going to add our own shop because we're not spending that much and then not being able to sort the cars out within the building. Seems a bit silly. So let's buy that for 3.6 million and go and take a look. Okay, so we've purchased the garage, so let's have a little look before we start filling it up. Just got office garage 1, 2, 3 and the custom auto shop. I'm not going to show that right now, but just check out what the garage is looking like before we throw any cars in it. It's going to be some job moving all the cars around, but thankfully there's a feature so we can just do that in our vehicle organization instead of having to drive them like we had to back in the day. But looks quite nice. Decent lighting for not buying any higher up options. Nice view, can't complain. Seems good to me. So I'm gonna switch over to future self when I have this all filled up. Okay, so after a lot of hard graft and 53 cars later, I think I've finally gotten the garage the way I'd like it. So let's go and take a look. Now admittedly, not all of the cars...
It's the general.
That's right, you know it. Not all of the cars have been gotten recently, because like I said, I've only gotten back into GTA recently, but I was an avid player at one point. But we're just going to take a look and run through them all. Might be a bit long-winded for some, but I'm just going to give a few details on each car and how hard I found it to get, or how easy. Okay, we've got the sun coming in now as well, bit of extra lighting. So our first floor might look a little bit bare, but you can kind of see the theme. We've got the story mode cars, sorry. So first up is Michael's car. We've got the Obey tailgater, blacked out. Well, not blacked out, but just black. Classic, just how it is from the story mode. Same with the rest of these cars here. This one was so hard. Like, by so hard I mean impossible. I couldn't find it. I had to buy it. I had to buy it through the LS car meet. Thankfully I found someone willing to sell me it. I'll put in the description a link to the Reddit community that I used to get sorted with this, but I was very grateful, especially because it was, like I said, it was not spawning. It's been removed from Simeon's list. It seems to be just out of the game completely. Didn't matter that I was driving a sedan, didn't matter what spot I went to, that it would spawn in golf course, the studio that's just over there, the Vespucci Beach, By the tennis courts, nothing. I even went to the extent of starting Dax's acid lab missions and then waiting until I got the liquid acid mission where a Kiflon version of Michael's car spawns in, which you can't store, obviously. I'm using that to try and spawn it in and still nothing. But that's the first car, Obey Tailgater. And up next we have got Western Bagger and Bravado Buffalo S. Not too much to say on these. I've had them for a long time. These aren't something I got recently, so I wouldn't be too sure on the difficulty of the spawn. I'm pretty sure that both of them are quite easy. The Western Bagger definitely spawns in. The Bravado Buffalo S, I'm not sure if it does or if it's only the other version, because I know there's two different versions, so it could just be the other one that spawns in and not this one. But yeah, two nice cars regardless. And then on to the last one, we've got the Canis Bodhi, Trevor's car. I got this back in the day through a mission you could do where it spawned right around here, this location. I'm not exactly sure what spot it is, but somewhere around here. Again, this is an older car I had, so as to if it still spawns in during that mission, I'm not too sure. I believe it was removed. I believe all these cars have been removed. Could be wrong. I know there was over 200 cars removed recently and people are not happy about that, which is understandable. The only thing that's not nice about this is the fact that it's kind of like a shinier paint job than Trevor's actual Jeep, whereas here his is more of kind of like a matte version of this, or more worn version of this. But yeah, that's the first floor. Onto the second. I'll just take the stairs going up and then there'll be a little transition. I won't keep us, don't worry. So the second floor is solely BF surfers. So we've got 4 different ones here. This first one we've got a gold, kind of yellowy gold with the red, and the tires matching the roof, or rims matching the roof. Here we've got this kind of lime green metallic with a little gold pearlescent and ice white wheels. Over here then we've got an orange and chrome combination, very nice. And then probably my favorite out of the 4, we have got the blue and pink combo. It just stands out the most to me, looks the rarest, so yeah, that's probably my favorite. In terms of spawning in, these have all been I was gonna say captured as if it's like a Pokemon or something, but I've gotten all of these very recently. You can definitely get them. They're all very easy to spawn in. Again, it's this location over here, just right here on the beach. Spawns in any time between like 4 and 11 o'clock, I think. I'd probably say in terms of rarity, I would go this one right here, then this one, then that one, and then that one. And that's going from lowest rarity to highest. But that's the second floor. We're on to the third and final floor of the first garage. So we've got our two June buggies here, and this one is the Panelis, if that's the right way to say it. June buggy. So this is just the standard one. Both of these have been removed from the websites as well, I do believe. This is definitely the more rare one over here, but these were quite easy to spawn in. Once again, just over here on the map. I'll try to show you the locations for everything I remember. Just over here, and I'll definitely make videos as well if people are interested on individual cars. I'd be more than happy to. And I just used my June FAV to help these spawn in, but I'm pretty sure you could do it without. And even if not, you could start the mission Chopper Tail, which is a mission most people use to get rare cars because it's locked at 12 o'clock or noon. And if you actually go further on in that mission and go to the vantage point, that's going to have June buggies to follow the helicopter, so you could just take one of them and then go to the place on the map I showed you. Then we've got the two rat loaders here, yellow and green. This yellow one's quite nice, has the ice white rims, which I think someone said are somewhat rare. I'm not too sure about that, but they both look nice. The green one was definitely harder to spawn in than the yellow, for me personally. This is where they spawn on the map. Up by the June bugs as well, it's just at this Los Santos Customs here in the car park. The route I would take is just down like this, around, and like that. They're both relatively easy. Like I said, the yellow one was spawning all the time for me, the green took a little bit longer, but yeah, that's the two of them. And onto the last two of this floor, we've got the Merryweather Canis Mesas. And the reason I have two is because we've got one which is fully roofed off, and then one which is not, has an open top. So that's really the only difference between the two, and the colour. There is a black version as well, I'm nearly sure, but I just wanted the difference between the roofed and without the roof. So yeah, that's all for the first floor. Nothing too crazy, but pretty nice nonetheless, I think. So onto the second garage, I will see you there. Okay, so we're on the first floor of the second garage now, and this is what we're looking at. And you might be able to guess the theme for the rest of the floors, of the other two floors of this garage, but it is gang cars. So the first gang cars we've got up is the yellow ones from the Vagos gang, or Mexican gang, whichever way you wanna say it. So we've got that Albany Manana here. We've got the flames on the side. These all obviously come in a yellow colour, there's nothing different about that. They have a kind of a greeny pearlescent going on. Nice tyres. We've got the Peyote, very nice once again. Has the little Los Santos plaque in the back. And the zebra seats. We've got our Albany Buccaneer here. Tinted out windows, yellow scheme. Same with the two Tornadoes here. The only difference being with this one over here, we've got a soft roof, so it's a convertible. But yeah, pretty cool. Then just moving on, we've got the Ballers gang cars. So Albany Manana again to start it off. It's just the same order I'm doing it in. Same sort of accessories. We've got these little things down here, curb feelers or something like that I think they're called. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So onto the second floor. I'm not going to spend as long because it's not... That was really weird. Yeah, I'm not going to spend as long because they're all quite similar. Excuse me. So again, peyote, curb failers, see receipts, Los Santos plaque on the back. We've got the Buccaneer, which for the ball is like kind of a beigey brown on the bottom. Got our hard top and soft top Tornadoes. Here we've got the nice little exhaust coming out. And then onto Grove Street, the best gang, of course. Again, Manana, Peyote, Buccaneer. In terms of organising them, it was obviously gonna have Grove Street at the top because they're my favourite, and then the ball is beside. But it's also kind of to do with rarity. This is what I would say the rarity is for the three gangs. It seems to be that the yellow or Vagos are very easily spawned in, and then it just goes slightly higher up in difficulty, but I mean very slightly. It's not anything major whatsoever. So again, we've got our two different tornadoes, same sort of thing, and then we've got the unaffiliated gang cars, which might not be as common for some people to see. So the first one here is the Milana. Even though it's in a purple color, it's not a borders, and the way you can tell the difference. And for most of these here, as you can see, the rims are this kind of bronzy gold color. So that's the biggest telltale sign. So that's the first unaffiliated gang car. The second, and probably my favorite color, would be the Peyote. I just think this looks really, really nice. Los Santos plaque. The rims. Just this particular color of red is really, really, really nice. And then we're on to the Buccaneer. Again, different from the standard Grove Street one. A lot nicer in my opinion. We've got the bronze rims, dark tint, just a very, very clean car. Then we've got our Tornado, just still not insured for some reason. And again, some of these, definitely all of these unaffiliated cars I've had since PS4, but some of the other cars, in particular the Grove Street ones, I've only gotten recently, so I don't know why that wouldn't be insured, but sure look. So yeah, soft top, and then we've got our hard top, the Classy Tornado, which also has a very, very nice paint job on it. Tinted demo windows as well. So yeah, that's the third garage, and we're on to the final one. So I will see you there. So our third garage and final one, we're on the first floor. And just quickly before I get into it, I forgot to show you on the map, because we are just going through a whole floor of gang cars. I forgot to tell you any information about getting them. Like I said, they are very easy to spawn. I know most people watching will probably know this, but your three areas are going to be just this section of road here for Grove Street, down here for your Ballas, and just even to do it by colour, so Grove Street is green, Ballas is purple, and then just over here we've got three different spots, which is also probably why the Vagos are the easiest to spawn in. So just this little square here, it's actually this one, sorry, for our Vagos. And then for unaffiliated gang cars, there is like a spot kind of up and down here, one of these roads, I can't really remember off the top of my head. And then we've got one of these houses here has a garage where the cars pull out of, and that's probably the one I would go for initially, because even just through getting the few gang cars I was missing, we probably had 2 or 3 unaffiliated gang cars pull out of that garage. So yeah, that's what I'd go with. But on to our last garage. This is what we've got. So for our first floor, we've got all these NPC modded muscle cars. Really nice. I'll start from the top here. We've got the Bravado Gauntlet. This nice little kind of blue, red, purple scheme going on with the red rims. I wasn't the biggest fan of this, if I'm being honest, when I first came across it, but it has grown on me a lot, and I do like the Gauntlet as a car. I do like all these, just like muscle cars in general, so I like all these cars, but yeah, it has grown on me, so quite nice. Next we've got one version of the Ruiner. So we've got this kind of sea green and blue job going on. Got a carbon hood, spoiler. Yeah, pretty nice. Nothing too much to say about it. Over here then, we've got the other modded version of the Ruiner. So it's a yellow and black with the yellow rims to match. And then this spoiler in the back. Nice exhaust. That would probably be one of the nice looking ones. We also got this on the hood. Probably be one of the nicest looking ones here. Definitely my favourite with the two Ruiners that I have. So that's very nice. Then we've got this, the Class A Sabre Turbo. Not insured, I know. I do have a garage in here though, so I won't be worrying. I'll get them all sorted very shortly. But we've got nice paint job. I love the nitro in the middle. Spoiler on the back. Nice exhaust coming down the side. Big engine intake on the front. Nice little bumper there as well. Front bumper, I believe, is different. So I'm really a fan of that. This sea wash grain Sabre Turbo, everyone seems to lose their mind over. This is also very nice. Big engine intake. I believe that's what it's called. I hope I'm not wrong and I don't get slated. And just a very nice clean paint job. And then we've got the Dominator, which is also one of the nicest cars here. I actually do think they're all very, very nice, to be fair. But this is also really nice. We've got the spoiler on the back. We've got this little flag situation going on back here. I don't know if there's anything much to do with that. We've got these shutters here on the back window and these vents. So yeah, very, very clean. This is a quick show of all the rest of them. In terms of spawning these in, just really quick, I would say, in my experience, this garage didn't do nothing for me, and this garage didn't do nothing for me. It was this garage that got some stuff done, but in particular, it was the garage. Now, I'm saying garages, by the way, I'm obviously zooming in, I'm referring to the Los Santos Customs, but here I'm actually talking about the garage that's in Strawberry on the map, very close to Grove Street and such. Doing the spawn route kind of up and down here was really effective for spawning in. Spawned in this car for me, this Ruiner, this Sabre Turbo, that Dominator, and then with them I was able to, using this Ruiner then, I was able to spawn this one in this Los Santos Customs, and using a regular gauntlet I was able to spawn in this gauntlet. Now keep in mind, oh, and then this Sabre Turbo I spawned in using that Sabre Turbo in that Los Santos Customs, and I did do that in a public lobby. It definitely makes a difference. I just want it to be noted. It 100% makes a difference if you're doing stuff in a public lobby versus an invite only versus a close friend session versus a job. 100%. I've learned that through collecting these cars. On to our second floor now. We've got the two Sentinels. This is like a 2, a 2, and a 2. Very satisfying. But we've got this Ubermax Sentinel XS. Yellow with the red rims. Got the red tow hook in the back. Limo windows, red seats in there. Very clean. Then we've got this version here. The blue with the purple pearlescent. Love the bumpers, the side skirts, the big spoiler on the back. Tinted out windows again, lovely. Then we've got the two dubsters. I know everyone back in the day was going crazy over these. I don't know if it's still the case, but we've got the offset wheel that everyone goes on about, offset spare wheel. And then obviously everything is just blinged out gold and then silver. We've got the nice little bars on the front, another spare tire on top. Very cool. And then we've got the two Sand King XLs as well. I believe these are still very easy to spawn in. They were easy back in the day. But yeah, we've got this kind of bed at the back. I don't know what exactly you'd call it. I'm not American enough to know the exact name. We've got an open one on this, the iced out rims. There's kind of extra fuel tank down here, which serves no purpose, but it's cool anyway. Kind of slightly darker windows. I don't think they're fully limoed, but yeah, really, really nice. I couldn't even tell you. I know the spawn location for these sentinels here are around, I'm gonna say they're around like this road, just going up and down. But there's like kind of a route you do like this. Dubstis, I know they spawn in the customs and stuff like that. Los Santos customs. I think it helps a lot nowadays if you have a dubster yourself to spawn them in. I think they've made them a lot rarer. And then the Sand Kings are somewhere up in Sandy Shores, but I'm pretty confident that they're still very easy to spawn in. All of these 6 cars I've had since PS4, so that's why I'm not 100% on the spawn rates for all of them. And onto our final floor. Got some interesting cars here. So we've got the Mariachi, the Class A Tornado. So this is like an event that happens, I believe it's at 12 o'clock. I could be wrong. But yeah, it's just got some cool little additions that you don't normally see. So we've got the 2 guitars in the back with the hat, the Mexican sticker, and then in here, if I can switch to first person, you can see we've got the liquor bottle and a newspaper, some rubbish. The radio's all ripped out. I think that's probably just a normal feature with all of these kind of older versions of the cars. I'm not too sure though. Then next to that, we've got this Albany Washington, which normally in itself wouldn't be a rare car, but this is the scientist version, which is again another little event that happens at 12 o'clock just outside the prison at the satellite dishes. So that's going to be right around, that's going to be here. So that's between like 11 to 12. The Mariachi, I couldn't tell you for the life of me where that is exactly nowadays, but I know it does still spawn in. I think it's 12 o'clock, but don't quote me on that. But yeah, this Washington, I think it's kind of like a washed white. People describe it as that or something, but it's extra white. It's kind of hard to tell here, but if you get it and take it out in the street and drive it and park up beside a regular white car, you'll definitely see the difference. Then we've got the Romeo hearse. So this is a cool one that I only got kind of recently. It's got a coffin in the back there. This, along with the Lightguard SUV, the Bugstar Burrito van. Is it a Bugstar Burrito? I think let's just go with Bugstar van. Not rare per se, but they will only spawn in if you have one already. So they're rare in that fashion because a lot of people don't have them. So you do need someone to help you spawn them in. I know there was methods with certain cars, like at certain times where it was spawning in at Simeon's dealership, and you could take it out and drive it to the church, and you'd be able to get it that way and all, but that's long gone now, so it's really only if you know someone, that's your best bet of getting it. This lifeguard SUV, not too rare to be honest. This can definitely spawn in just regularly at Vespucci Beach. If you spend just a day driving up and down, they even have quad bikes up at the top here. That'd probably help an extra little bit. You're definitely going to find at least one. So yeah, that's pretty easy, but not available to buy, so pretty cool. Then we've got the lifeguard SUV. This is very nice. I was looking to get this for a good while. I think it's like, I don't even know if it's still available, but I know when it was like 600 grand or something ridiculous. For an SUV, you can't upgrade it unless you have like an auto workshop, I believe. I'm not too sure, I don't have one. That can be upgraded, so that's good. Yeah, the lights work on this, so that's very cool, and they do work. They actually move traffic out of the way, so that's also cool. Can be very beneficial. Well, I wouldn't say very beneficial because it's not exactly a supercar in terms of speed, but it's just a cool little feature anyway. Then we've got this Bug Stars van. So again, this is the same situation. You need someone to have it, to spawn it in. That would be spawning in down at the docks. No, sorry, over here. Just excuse me, just on this side over here. Lifeguard SUV would be spawning up here and then down here at this, and then the hearse, probably most common location or known one would be this church that's over here, but I think it'll spawn at any of the churches, and I know there's more than one. But yeah, this one's pretty cool. It has some stuff in the back here, little wrench there as well, just because of the heist in the story mode as well. Makes it extra nice to have. And I think, yeah, this is the burrito version, so that's why I keep saying that. I'm not going crazy mixing it up with something else. And then over here we have a Speedo. To finish things off, bit of a weird one. I don't know that it's exactly rare, but some people claim it to be, I guess. They do spawn in free roam. They are storable, I'm nearly sure. This one has a bit of rubbish in the back, so I think that's the thing that people are trying to say makes it special. So I'm gonna roll with it. But yeah, that is it. Sorry for all my waffling. Those are my 53 cars slash quad bike slash dune buggy, etc, etc. But I think it's a pretty nice collection. I'm not gonna claim that it's the rarest in the world or anything like that, or nobody else has these cars. I know plenty of people do, but I think it's a very nice collection all the same. Full of nice cars, and especially like the NPC modded ones. I know there are ones missing that I could get, like the Go-Go Space Monkey Ballista or whatever it's called, and the what's the other one there, like the Space Docker and stuff like that. But all that stuff going through like Arena Wars where you have to grind in a game mode you don't want to play at all for like however long, I'm not really that interested. All my cars that I have is just kind of being out in the street, driving around, getting the spawn in and the buzz of that, which is what I think it's all about when it comes to rare car collecting. So I think it's a bit more kind of old school way of thinking from me, with the exception of the Obey tailgater, because I could not get that for the life of me and I had to buy it off someone in the car meet just for this video. But that was the only one. Everything else is being taken off the street, and I think that's pretty cool. If you have any suggestions for other cars I should get, if I'm missing any, please let me know. I don't think I am, but I still have 7 spaces left, so I definitely have room for some. So do let me know in the comments. If you would like me to make any guides on how to get any of these cars, again, please let me know and I'd be more than happy to do so. And also, if you're looking for help finding any of these cars, this is my PSN, they're in the top left. I'm on PlayStation 5 and I'd be more than happy to help, especially if it's to do with the Lifeguard SUV or Bugstar or Hearse. I'd gladly pass on the kindness someone done for me and spawn them in for you. Just keep in mind, actually, as an extra note, that the Lifeguard SUV is 100 grand to insure. But yeah, you can still put it in your garage. And that's it. So if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.